Alrighty folks, today we are looking at the top 3 orbitals for co-op games. I've got all of the orbitals unlocked now, other than the 380. The 380, you know, it's a little excessive, it's kind of ridiculous. The 120 is already not very good, so the 380 being even more inconsistent I'm not interested in. But I do have the more guns upgrade, the shrapnel upgrade, and the reduced deployment time of orbitals by 1 second upgrade. And I've got some use with all these orbitals, so we're going to go through and take a top 3 orbitals to take into co-op games. Before we hit the top 3, we're going to get into an honorable mention here, and that is the Orbital Airburst Strike. This orbital, 1 second cooldown time, 120 second cooldown time, which is great. Super short cooldown, one of the shortest on the orbital options. It is explosive, so it benefits from the module. This strike is great. It has a big area. It clears all small mobs in like one shot, and it fires 3 rounds, so it covers that area for a while. Problem with this in co-op is it can be kind of confusing to your teammates. They see one shot come down, they'll run in and get hit by one of the other ones. And the blast radius is kind of sneakily large, so it'll ragdoll you if you're just on the edge of it. The cooldown is cool, but most of what this does, the Napalm Eagle is going to outclass it, because you're just trying to cover an area for a short amount of time, while the Napalm Eagle is going to do that better. And you're going to get more uses out of it, so overall a good orbital, but just can't quite make our top 3 for co-op. Solo purposes, still pretty decent. I take it a lot of the times, but just not too good at co-op. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have got the Orbital Gatling Barrage. This orbital is pretty good, 1 second call-in time, real quick, just like the Airburst, and 80-second cooldown time. And that's what's really nice about this, is it's always up. It comes up super quick. Every engagement, you're going to be able to use this one time, pretty much every engagement. No eagle, no waiting for the eagle to rearm or anything like that. You just always got it up. It does clear small enemies, no problem. It doesn't really do anything to heavies. It's not made for that. But the real nice thing about this for co-op games is that it's got a real tight radius where it's actually dangerous in, so you and your guys can run right past it. You can be right near it. Once those first shots start coming in, you know what's the area that's going to be covered, and you can just kind of stand on the edge of it. And if you have the module for firing an extra salvo per barrage, there's more guns, then it gets another barrage. It'll last a long time. Really good orbital just to constantly have out, cut off sides with it, take out groups right when they spawn, stuff like that. So, coming in at our number 2 spot here for co-op orbitals, we're looking at the Walking Barrage. If you're looking for an orbital that has a big explosion and clears a huge area, but you want to use it in co-op and you don't want to kill your teammates, this is the one to take. 2 second call-in time, 240 second cooldown time is not that long, relatively. It is longer, but it's not ridiculous. And this orbital just absolutely wrecks. It fires from the point that it lands away from you, so it generally goes away from you and your teammates, and you'll not get nearly as many team kills as like using the 120, which your teammates are constantly getting hit by stray shells. Another advantage of this is objectives that you just need to destroy, or eggs that you need to destroy and stuff like that. Groups of enemies long distances away. This thing's distance that it goes once it starts firing is ridiculous. It'll keep going way out, so you can hit objectives from way far out, and that's a huge advantage. In co-op, you can just snipe objectives on the way, or go out of your way and just solo an objective with this from long distance. So great orbital. I think probably overlooked by a lot of people. Definitely worth getting the upgrades for the extra salvo and the larger radius of explosions. So good orbital, but not quite our number 1 spot, because our number 1 spot is just too good. And our number 1 spot is the Orbital Laser. This stratagem is just amazing. You've surely seen it in action by now. 1 second call-in time, 3 uses only, which is unfortunate. It's the only limited orbital, but 3 uses, which is still fine because 300 second cooldown time, so even if you're using them right when they're available, it's going to take a while to use all 3 of them. just an incredible orbital. It automatically targets enemies, just sweeps around, just instantly killing them pretty much with the laser. It leaves some fire in this trail to slow extra stuff down. Really good. It can one-shot a Bile Titan if it files all the laser into it and sticks to it the whole time. It can take out up to 2 chargers back to back if it switches from one to the other quick. I mean, this thing is just incredible value, incredible damage. Your teammates will be safe for the most part because it's not going to target them. They just stand a little bit back from it. You know, there's not a blast radius or anything. So, just an overall incredible orbital for co-op, low risk, and massive value. Every time you use it, you're going to get pretty good value from it. So, not much to go against. The 300-second cooldown time is really more of a hindrance than the 3 uses probably. But just a great orbital. Must use. So, wrapping up our top 3 co-op orbitals list. In our honorable mention spot, we gotta give it to the Airburst. It's good for area clear, it locks it down for a long time relatively, clears anything in one shot, can do a ton of damage to chargers and heavies. Good cooldown time, but easy to kill your teammates with, and just outclassed by the Napalm Eagle in my opinion in almost every way. Our number 3 spot, we've got the Gatling barrage. Now, the Gatling barrage is good. Same deal, it locks down an area. It's got a long duration, especially if you have it upgraded. 80-second cooldown time, it's up all the time. You can use it in every engagement, but just doesn't have armor piercing or anything like that. Doesn't bring too much to the table other than just a consistent wave clear, which is a big value, which is why it's on this list. But reason it's on this list for co-op purposes is safe to use around teammates. Very unlikely to team kill if they see it come in. So, just has to be in this list. Number 2, the walking barrage. The walking barrage is great. I mean, massive blast radius, still 2-second call-in time with the upgrade. So, still quite short. Cooldown time isn't absurd, but it is long. And unlimited uses is still good. The range that this thing has is just ridiculous, and then once you have the shrapnel upgrades, the AoEs are ridiculous too. The clearance on this thing and the objective benefits from this, the safety from it going away from you and your team is just great. It has to be on a co-op list. One of the best big barrages you can use, much safer than the 380 or the 120. And then of course number 1, the orbital laser. This is just such an elite or a stratagem that this is a must-have once you reach it. Short call-in time, but the longest cooldown time, and the only one with a limited number of uses, should let you know how powerful this is. They have to limit in some way, or else it would just be way too powerful. Clears pretty much everything it touches instantly. Can take out massive targets, no problem. Just a great overall orbital, worth running 1 or 2 at least in every game. Looking at the modules that affect them, we've got the exploding shells for the larger damage, less fall off on the damage. Got the more guns, which only affects the walking and the Gatling on this list, but that's pretty good. Extra Servo is great. And then a must-have is the targeting software upgrade up here, which reduces deployment time by 1 second. That's huge. Depending on the stratagem, that's either 50% of it or 33% of the call-in time, so a huge benefit from that. But overall, that's our top 3 co-op orbitals list. Hope you guys found out something about orbitals today. Hope you can pick something for you and your co-op team to take in with you. So, thanks for watching, guys.
May liberty guide you.